know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
The score, Ravens 7, 49ers 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Drill 52.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Play action, now it's Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. This is intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Niners are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, That gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. George Kittle from 8 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Yes, yes.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
10 cycles. On the ball.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there, the 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, he's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke.
As it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Roster 6. 7.
The Lance going to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 73 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. 2nd down and goal. Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Now Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big...
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman,
his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Their catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Lance.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Lance to throw it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this is caught. Touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Lance now on 1st down.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Lance now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Lance again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Are you ready? Ready.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Right.
One final try now for Lance. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Well, on the one side, if you